It is. And we tend to intellectualize. We tend to turn on our minds. The most important thing we can do sometimes is turn off our mind and let energy guide us.
So since there's only 5 of us in here, can you do a quick kinesiology little experiment on this for energy?
Well, sure. I could do something like that. Unfortunately, okay, let me tell you something. This was a very interesting thing that happened. The guy who taught me this, he's a chemist, actually, out of Texas, Dr. Bob Marshall, phenomenal guy. And one of the things he told me was that he did this actually in front of a group of physicians, and there was a Harvard-trained doctor in the back who just didn't believe it. And they brought her up, and they tested her, and sure enough, her results were different. Now, in acupuncture meridian, there's this governor vessel 20, which is a main flow of energy. And if we've ever had head trauma, which every one of us has, if we've ever bumped our head, that can be thrown off. So there's a grounding technique. And some of you have seen me do the grounding technique. It kind of looks a little wacky, but really it's nothing more than grounding out a circuit like you would with an electric wire. You know, it's just grounding out. We're made out of minerals. The ground is minerals, so we want to get basically grounded out and zeroed out. So if your head fields are off, it can actually cause a discrepancy in the test. But once a person's grounded themselves, it takes 30 seconds, then you're not going to have any discrepancy. So I haven't grounded myself, and I've had this cell phone, so I'm sure that my thing is off, but I can show you really quick how we do it. And I can show you something actually that'll be very interesting. Well, why don't we demonstrate this with you guys? So Josh, I don't know how easy is it going to be to kind of follow Pan with us, follow us? You can? Yeah, when we put a microphone on her. What was your name again?
Deanna.
Deanna. Nice to meet you, Deanna. So I'm going to make her disappear. Okay, no. I'm not a magician. Okay, so what we're going to do is, actually, Josh, you know what? It'll pick up on this close enough because I'm not going to really have her talk too much. But so what I want you to do is, let's turn it this way. And we'll set a 90-degree angle, and I want you to put your 2 fingers together. Right? But make a ring. There we go, perfect. And turn your hand this way and parallel 90 degrees. Now, tell me, do you have a child?
No.
Okay, do you have a nephew, niece?
Yes.
Okay, close? They're close to you?
Arizona, but yeah, close to my heart.
Close to your heart. Okay, great. Now, I want you guys to watch something. Okay, now I haven't grounded myself out, but this always works with everybody, so this is something that's not a subtle thing. I'm going to ask you, now this is not a test of strength. So sometimes people will think it's a test of strength, especially some big guy, and I'll tell them, look, I'll break it, so don't sit here and try to test the strength, because this is not a test of strength. This is actually seeing at what point the resistance will break. So I'm going to ask you to hold it as tight as you can, but not tight where you're flexing your arm. It's just relaxed, standing there, and you got to just keep the ring together. So strong as you can. Turn your wrist a little bit. There you go. Just relax. I'm going to get my hands in here. Strong as you can. Keep the fingers together. Strong as you can. Good. Strong as you can. Good. Strong as you can. Now you feel the difference, right? I got 3 baselines to kind of see where her feel was. Now I want you to think about, give me a name of your niece.
Angelina.
Angelina, you're close to her? Mm-hmm. Okay, now I want you to think of Angelina, strong as you can. You feel a difference? Mm-hmm. Now I want you to think about the IRS. IRS, strong as you can. You see that? Mm. I mean, this is, now you tell me, can you feel a difference?
Yeah,
okay, so this is difficult for people to really appreciate, so I'll do this with since there's only 5 of you, I'll do it with each one of you so you can see the difference. But it doesn't make any difference how much strength I'm giving, because I'm giving the same amount of strength. I'm putting my hands here, and I'm locking it in. I'm not pulling, I'm just turning. It's just my wrist, see? That's all I'm trying to see is where's her baseline. Strong as you can. And the reason I'm saying that is because I'm just getting her mind to focus in on what I'm saying. Strong as you can, strong as you can. IRS, strong as you can. Angelina, strong as you can. See that you feel the difference?
Yeah, definitely.
So it's picking up just the subtle autonomic nervous system changes. Actually, everybody, you guys partner up. Everybody partner up, real quick. I want to show you guys something. Oh, I can. Just from what you told me, I don't even need to. Here's what I want you guys to do. Go and stand up. You got to stand up for this exercise. Okay? And actually, I want you guys to come up here a little bit closer so you can see what I'm going to do. I want you to take the person's bridge of the person's nose, not right here, but on the sides. You see how I've got them? Well, no, just one at a time. One if you guys do it to that one. And now what I want you to, the person that's having their nose held, just real lightly, okay? Now I want you to wiggle your toes. Do you feel movement? You feel that? Nothing else should be moving, just the toes. All you're doing is wiggling your toes. Feel that? Okay. Now, You can go and do that to me if you want. And it's very, very light touch. It's very light. Okay? Very light. You can do a little bit of firmer if you can't feel it. Feel? You see how everything's connected to everything else? The subtle movement of our toes, you can feel it right here. And so when you've got an emotional thing or something and you're thinking about it, that autonomic nervous system, it's a little bit different because that's fascial plane connected. This isn't fascial plane. This is just an energetic autonomic nervous system response, but it's showing how powerful just a subtle thought in the body can change things. That's what we're picking up on. Okay? Is that a good enough demonstration? You want me to test everybody with the IRS and your daughter, son, so you can see the difference?